Okay. Just renaming some of the crystals there to make sure that they are the appropriate colors. I was thinking about the crystals, and it kind of feels like for in my memory, I thought maybe they were a little bit too bullet shaped, but I'm actually thinking that they're probably okay. So yes, let's go. Let's do the thing. Okay, so the first thing I'm thinking is I want to separate this from this, because I want to split this up kind of like a traditional Western pistol, where it's going to have two kind of face plates that go on either side. So because I want to make it like a seam here, but so that I don't slice this whole thing up, I want to separate these two. So if I go to surface, I'm pretty sure I should be able to grab faces, grab these. Nope, that's not going to do it. Okay. I have to, oh, unstitch. That's right. So I need to unstitch this. Okay, yeah. So now they're all separate faces. Okay, take your time, Rogar. No hurry. All right, so now when I go to move, should be able to grab faces. I'm going to translate so that I don't, or actually no, I don't even have to do that, do I? Because I can just restitch part of it. Okay, hang on. Let's start disappearing things, because maybe that's going to make it easier. Because I'm not sure how it divided up all the bodies, but nope, need that one, need that one, need that one, need that, don't need that. I'm gonna bet the rest of these. Oh, almost. Where's that last one at? Where are you? There you are, 93. Okay. So I can just grab all these and go to hide. Or I guess I could have just hit V. That would have been faster, huh? Cool. Okay. So now I should be able to split this, and yeah, okay. First, I'm gonna try making a patch on it, just to kind of make it, you know, a nice solid object. Let's see. Connected, tangent. Is tangent gonna be weird? Okay, no, tangent's not really weird. Okay, it's weird if I do two tangents. Okay, so that should become one thing, and that's all still covered up, so that works. All right, so we'll stitch this back together, and then unhide all that stuff, and we'll patch this end, which should give me kind of the same, well, that still works. All right, now I can stitch that together. Boom. Now we got two separate bodies. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. All right, let's get rid of that. I want to split this just offset from the center. So we're going to make an offset plane I'll offset this part of the origin like 3, because we're going to go the other way too. And go 3 that way. All right. So now I can split this by that. Split this one this way. There. Now I've got that seam that goes down the middle. That's exactly what I was hoping for. And then I need to yeah, that should work. So yeah, because if I undo, okay, so that's the main piece, right? So now there's just this flat piece that just sort of exists. Where did that one go? Okay. So this would all fit together if printed separately. So now we can deal with this as like separate materials. I feel like I need them to fit together differently, so that like this part and this part can be merged. Oh, the patch tool. Oh man, I do so much with surface modeling. It's yeah, everything in surface modeling is super cool, and you can do really complex stuff with it. It's how I deal with a lot of like special shapes in like sword pommels, or whenever I'm having to deal with something that's a lot more complex, but I don't want to use create form, then that's generally what I go for. Like part of me wants just this profile right here to cut through. Maybe I can use it. Maybe I can use that as a split tool. We're gonna find out, because I want to turn those back on, right? And I want to go split, not you. I want to split you by. Oh, come on. I want to grab that line right there. If I just grab the body, it's probably not going to work. Yeah, see, that's not doing what I want. I just want that edge right there. I don't think it's going to do it for me though. I might have to like and I don't think, yeah, this isn't a sketch that we did before. That isn't part of a sketch. That's maybe I need to go back into surface. No, let's go back where we were. Okay.
When I was younger, I don't know how many songs I half wrote, but never quite finished, and never finished recording, or never even started recording. And no one knows
okay.
those songs existed.
What I want to do is I want to make this more continuous. So I'm just going to grab this face. We're going to delete it. I mean, error. Do the thing. There we go. Guess I just had to be in surface mode. So I'm going to try patch again, but this time we're going to try tangent. Okay, it doesn't want to go that way. So what I might have to do is, let's see, we could try loft. Like loft from there to there. And doesn't want to do that either. It's like I know what I want, but it's not doing the thing that I want. This might work. Edges. Nope, that's not what I want either. That's interesting. That's really interesting, but not exactly what I'm going for.
But you have to finish and you have to put it out because
Now I know that I could probably like create a sketch with some lines that go like, you know, go across there, and then tell it to fill that in. Oh, but man, that'd be a lot of like. I just want like one button. It just, you know, does the thing. Maybe if I create thickness on this outer plane, or maybe if I offset it and loft those two together, maybe I'll be closer. If I offset it by like a lot, I might break it, but I'm gonna try it. Cool, man. Thanks for dropping in. Hi, Jesse. I see your comment there. Yep, I bumped my mic. Okay, it's probably gonna get mad at me. Okay, it hasn't gotten mad at me yet. But I feel like I'm getting closer. This is probably the point where it's gonna be like, yeah, you can't do that. You're breaking the rules. Oh, geez. This might actually be what we're looking for. This is kind of crazy looking, but I want to see if I can make it work. All right, I don't need. Oh, that's all one face, huh? Yeah. All right. So we're gonna loft from there to there. Oh no, no, that's not what I want. Dang it. Okay, I was totally thinking wrong on this. It's like I need that profile to like cut it out, right? But if I try to trace it, I'll get really close, but not, you know, not close enough. So like I don't want to do that. Okay, let's just go back to where we have a solid body. Maybe this is okay. Maybe this is what I need. There's got to be a way. Oh wait, maybe if I split this right down the middle, maybe. Then maybe if I go into surface mode, maybe then it'll let me loft from one edge to the other. Almost. And that too. Oh, look at that. It did it. I don't know how I did it, but it did it. Stitch all that back together. Now it's a solid body. How about that? Cool. All right, so I want to get rid of those two so that it's just that. And then combine those two together. Oh. Error. Doesn't want to do that. Doesn't like that at all. Well, it does intersect, so why won't you just do it? Maybe if I switch it around, let's make this the target and add that instead. Oh, okay, it'll cut, but it won't do anything else. What did I do that made it unhappy? Let's go into wireframe. There is an extra edge in here that should not be there. Okay. Yeah, you see that edge right in there? That's not supposed to be there. So there's an extra face in there that should not be happening. So I'm going to go back in time. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I don't want that at all. What is this? Oh, that's from splitting the body. Right. Okay, then loft. What's the warning? Oh, okay. All right, so now that I've got that undone, now I should be able to loft. Loft from here to there. No extra hidden edges anywhere. Stitch that guy together. Successful stitch. Combine. Ah, man. Still won't do it. I wonder why. I got rid of the extra stuff. Come on, man. All right, what if I want this to target, and then I want that to cut. Keep my tools. Okay, it's not letting me do that either. Weird. Okay. Oh, but maybe I can split this by that.
But it's not a thing about making it accurate. It's a thing about making it feel right.
Compute failed. Selected edges cannot be extended. Try changing the edge selection or extend distance. Okay, that's weird. It just really doesn't want me to make this shape, and that's very strange. Okay, we're just gonna go back. We're gonna forget about that for now. I'm trying to get a function in there that just doesn't want to be there, and that's okay.
Accident, that's an error that feels good, then you leave it in.
I think I can.
You want those.
All right, so I should be able to combine this and this, right? Yeah. See, that combines just fine. So then, that's okay. All right, so I got those two combined. I'm trying to get these two pieces to be like separate, so that we can treat it as a different material, and it have its own kind of thing going on there instead of it all just kind of printing together. I kind of wanted a slightly different thing going on with it, so that's kind of what I'm trying to figure out. And I think maybe... Okay, maybe I can trick it in, now that these are combined, maybe I can trick it into doing what I want. So we're gonna split this, split that down the middle again.
But it's not a thing about making it accurate.
Then if I just get rid of this, right.
It's not about getting
And then
errors out.
loft,
It's
there
about
to
making
there,
it feel
fill in that vertex. See, it looks right. We'll keep our tangent edge. All right, let's see if this stitches together or not. Oh, you know what? I bet I have to trim. So we're gonna trim this. I want to trim away. Oh, come on now. I guess I can patch this back together maybe. Or maybe it'll let me do it if I can like get the X-ray going on here.
You know, take out, if it's an accident that's an error that feels good, then you leave it in. You know, you want those.
Because what I want to happen is I want that to split right there. Yeah, it's a different Twitch. Okay, so I want to use trim. Maybe if I use that first and trim that away, trim that away, right? Then I just need to use the trim tool of this to get rid of that. I think I'm doing this right. And pick that one and trim that. Okay, yeah, so now we have a solid edge across there. So now I should be able to stitch all that. Everything's green. Green is good. Okay. And then we'll just recombine these two sides back together. Bam! I did it! All right, so now if I open these up, what I should be able to do is make this the target, grab that as the tool, use it for cutting, and then that cuts it out like that. And we're going to round off these points just a little bit so it's got, because I want like an obvious seam where those fit together. So we're going to make these like not fit seamlessly. We're going to put a seam there on purpose, just to make this, you know, a little bit more rustic. So do the same thing. That's a target. That's that. Hit OK. Cool. I probably could have worked with one and then just mirrored it, you know, and then just ignored that the other body existed, but it's all right. Okay, so usually the easiest way to do this seam is going to be to grab our edges and do a little fillet. Let's see if it'll let us do a tiny little fillet. Nope, it doesn't want to do it. Let's see if we can just do this edge. Okay, so it does let me do that. So if I just pick each one individually, then we should be okay. So let's turn this back on because I want to see what that looks like. Okay, so that makes a little gap. And then if I fill it this inner edge here, then that should give us something similar. So let's do that. And then I want to grab fillet to this and that. And then want me to do that. I have angered the 3D modeling god. Will you let me do one? Nope, not really. Okay. How about smaller? Okay, how about even smaller? Just like a little bitty one. Nope. Okay. Nope. It's gonna hate me for a minute. That's okay. As long as I've got the groove on this piece, then not a big deal. So where was I? I wanted to fillet these edges too. So I wanted to fillet that. Oh, it wants to grab that whole thing, huh? But will it do it? I bet it's going to complain. Yep. Okay. So we're going to fillet, not chain anything together, because I just want to grab these edges. And that worked. Yeah. So it kind of keeps that sharp point there, but I think I might be able to grab that and round it off a little bit, like separately. Because if I go in and I add yet another fillet. Nope, it doesn't want to do that. That's okay though. Because the 3D printer is only going to get so fine anyway. So that way, got this little seam all the way around. Well, most of the way around. Guess we need to get that too. So we need to grab this. And this one. And that one. Is it going to do it, or is it going to get mad? Geometric configuration around change point on edge too complex. All right. For those that are just joining, last couple weeks I've been working on a Western-inspired lightsaber. It looks like a pistol, but it has a lightsaber blade coming out of it. And it has crystals inside the chambers. It's much more pistol looking than it is lightsaber looking, but you know, this is just for fun anyway. Might end up printing this one for fun too. All right. I just want to fillet that. And then get those other edges. There we go. Okay, if I remember right, I wanted to put a screw like right there, and we had another screw that was designed somewhere else. Ah, yes, it was this right here. But I don't think I kept any extras of it. So now I gotta find it in the timeline. Right there. So we're just going to make a quick copy of it in the past timeline, because that doesn't affect anything else. Oh, thanks. It's got to recalculate everything I just did. There we go. Go ahead and bring our steel appearance back. There we go. Okay, so I want this. Like there-ish. Should be able to just move it straight back, I think. And then it needs to tilt just a little bit. Cool. All right. And then I think for that part of the gun, I want this screw bigger. So go to scale. Just whatever feels right. Twice as big? Yeah, sure, why not? Just recenter that up. Just kind of tilting this around until it looks right. It does need to go this way like a tiny bit, just not that much. That looks pretty good. Yeah, like I get what you mean. Like this way a little bit. Go 45 degrees. Let's see. I feel like I need to come back this way just a little bit. There we go. All right, let's mirror this guy. No, the body. That. There we go. Yeah, that looks kind of cool. And then I want to, I think I want to make a little seam around that too, because I'm kind of feeling like these pieces are going to be like kind of like wood or ivory or, you know, something like that. So I want to use that as a cut, keep the tool, do the same thing over here. Ah, what the heck? There they are. Okay. Then I can just grab that and that. Yeah, now it's got like that little inset. So now I can recombine those back together. There we go. Cool. Good guy or bad guy? I kind of feel like this would probably be a heroic saber. I think when we rendered last time we did yellow blade. I I feel like a red one would look a little bit different, like on the engraving choices and stuff like that. So need to decide what's getting engraved into the handle part and what's getting engraved into these parts. I'm going to modify the appearance of those two pieces. Let's start with wood. Let's see, stained. Oh, this is cool. Okay. We got ash, cherry, mahogany, maple, oak, pine, and walnut. Star Wars style writing. That could be, yeah, like something like that. You like the walnut? The walnut is pretty dark. Let's see. What? Due to a pending material download failed because it's trying to update the software. Okay. Let's save. New version. When you're ready, restart. Okay, fine. So we're going to let Fusion restart so that I can download new textures. And for anybody watching on Facebook, this video probably won't get saved or last, because as soon as the stream is over, Facebook is gonna flag it for music playing and then mute the video. So I'll probably end up just deleting it, but it'll exist on Twitch, and also I'm on YouTube right now as well, and it'll exist on YouTube. And the music that I choose is completely safe for Twitch and YouTube, but Facebook doesn't like any of that stuff. Oh, okay, yeah. Walnut is a nice dark brown, and so if we were going with like a cobalt blue steel color, then walnut would probably look really good. And a walnut stock is a nice classic kind of wood to use. So I'm agreeing with you. Let's see what the walnut looks like. I haven't really downloaded much in the way of wood textures for the renderer, so I'm really curious to see how this turns out. We have maple, walnut, okay. They have glossy and semi-gloss, or just stained. Okay, so a stained is probably better. Or unfinished walnut. Unfinished walnut might look kind of cool too, but we'll go with dark walnut, and we'll download a couple other ones as well. Oh, here's another unfinished walnut. Oh right, I combined the screws into that piece to change the color with it. I'd have to change those faces back, or I could make them separate again. Just not combine them. For now, anyway. Wood screws. Walnut is a favored gunstock wood. Many other woods are used, includes maple, myrtle, birch, and mesquite. Maple was one of the options, so if we wanted something that looked really light side, we could go with a maple for sure. I know that some of the other Western revolvers I saw were also had ivory handles. I know that was like super fancy, so that could be a consideration as well. But in our rendering environment, there's the walnut. Let me make sure that the light is in the right position here. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, walnut looks nice, so we might keep that. But I'm gonna be open to other ones. I'm gonna download a couple pieces of maple. Well, it wasn't at its highest resolution because I was doing an in-canvas render instead of like a full render. But I'm gonna go with no, not ash. That's not what I wanted. I wanted maple. Oh, there's a dark maple and a light maple. Okay, we'll go with that. And a unfinished maple. Okay. This walnut might be better too. This other walnut texture. And I can screw around with the texture and like with the scaling and stuff to try and improve upon it. Ooh, that walnut does look nice though. That's really nice and realistic. Okay, that's not bad because that's like kind of halfway between. Yeah, the first one I had was also a walnut. It was just not as good of a texture. So I do like this better. I do feel like we do need another engraving there. Not sure exactly which way to go, so we are gonna go grab. Let's see. Western lightsaber. Okay. These are some of the inspirational things. We got a horse. Another horse. And oh, there's like that grip texture pattern. It's like that diamond pattern. That could be interesting. Like making a kind of that grippy diamond texture in it. Could the middle metal piece be ivory? That's a possibility. Let's see. Yeah, so here's a couple of them that are like, oh, this is Buffalo Bills, whatever, and it's like, it's got a horse head on it. The mud horn, oh man, that'd be like, yeah, from Mandalorian. Mandalorian does feel like a Western. It is very much a Western. Here's another one of those diamond patterns got going on here. We could try it out. Like the Mudhorn symbol could go like right here ish, and then maybe I make like a patch of that cross hatch like diamond texture just like along here, just on part of it. Now I haven't seen Mandalorian season 2, so just in case, no spoilers, all right? No spoilers in chat. But I mean obviously the Mudhorn thing was in season 1, so that's okay. All right, so I want to make a section through here, drop that out, and then put a texture on it. So I'm gonna get rid of this, all that stuff. I need to name some things. We're gonna call that pommel A and pommel B. There we go. All right, now that I've got some names on the bodies here, I can mess with this a little bit better. Okay, so this is our handle. So I want to, this is probably the best angle I have on it, unless I can get, let's see. Okay, so I can't put a tangent plane on it, so that sucks. Let's see, a plane through 3 points, plane tangent to face at point. Is that what I want? I mean, that's kinda almost. Not really though. I really just want a tangent plane, but it's not giving me that option on our sweep here. So we could try this, but at this point, and that gives us that. What? We've been catching up on Clone Wars and then Rebels, because I was trying to give context to Kristen and Chaz before we dove into season 2 of Mandalorian, because Ahsoka's in it and Bo-Katan, so it just made sense to make sure that we saw that, you know, before. I don't like that there. Maybe I can just do a plane at an angle. We'll just make it at this line, and we'll just do a 45-degree plane, because that's I just need to sketch on a 45-degree plane. That's all I need. There we go. All right. Yeah, because I want to. I want to make a line, like maybe from here. And I want to copy that so that I get like the same size line, but angled differently for where I want this texture to go. And then we're going to spline it. I think that's the smartest way to go. Oh, you haven't? Oh man. So my pitch for Clone Wars, I have to pitch for Clone Wars, because Clone Wars gives so much more context to episode 3, like the time between episode 2 and 3. It develops Anakin and Padme's relationship. It like, you know, it gives you a much better understanding of the relationship. It gives you a way better look at Obi-Wan and Anakin's relationship, and Anakin in general sort of becomes the hero that you wanted him to be, but you know it, and that it makes the fall in Revenge of the Sith like that much more powerful, I think. But especially season 7 of Clone Wars, there's a fan out there that did a supercut of the last, I think, 3 or 4 episodes of Clone Wars season 7 and Revenge of the Sith, because the timelines coincide. And if you've seen Clone Wars, it's oh man, it's awesome. Okay, I think I'm close to something here. I feel like. Let me see how this turns out. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but we're going to try it. I want to see if it will project from this. Okay, so it will do that. So because it does, I should be able to create a crosshatch pattern on that, and then extrude a whole bunch of little diamond shapes out of that. So I want to see how that goes. And Rebels, I really like Rebels, mostly for Rebels kind of gives you there's a character named Kanan, a Jedi, and he's, other than Obi-Wan, he's like probably one of my favorite Jedi, other than Obi-Wan Kenobi. He has a really good view of like he's kind of like the Jedi, what you would hope the Jedi to be. I can totally understand that, man. Honestly, if like, see, if you start from the beginning of Clone Wars, you also get a lot more context around the clones, especially a few of them that when Order 66 happens and stuff, it makes it gives it a lot more emotional weight. So you know, characters like clones like Jesse and Rex, especially Captain Rex, especially. It's there's just, oh man, it's good. It's really good. It's really good. Okay, I want to I think this is what I want. I want lines, I think. First point. Why can't I pick those points? Okay, that's not what I want then. Oh man, I didn't want to have to manually do that. I think I can export this shape as an SVG, and then I could probably draw this in Illustrator a lot quicker, because I can use the blend command in Illustrator to go from that line to that line and just create a bunch of lines in between. So I want to save as DXF. Maybe that'll be okay. Let's go. I'm not sure if I can get a DXF out of this, but okay, there's no options there. All right. Oh, I've already got Illustrator open with other work I was doing. That's convenient. All right. Will you open a DXF file? Ooh. Well, look at that. It worked. All right, cool. So if I go here to here, and I go to blend, specified steps, let's try like 20 of them. Okay, so that almost worked. Been doing good watching the Disney Plus shows. That's cool. Falcon and Winter Soldier, that is on the list for sure. Okay, I think if I grab, oh I know. If I grab this and I put it along the midline And then I grab my blend. And I grab that object, replace spine. Sweet. That's like almost what I wanted. I just have to close up these curves. So we're gonna grab this. I'm gonna expand the blend. So I can, oh, what's this now? Oh, it's a bunch of line segments. Ah, you dope. Ungroup. Ungroup. There we go. Get rid of that one. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. And then I should be able to just go from there to there, there to there. Add one in the middle. Okay, I think, nope, not quite. I need it to kind of overlap a little bit. So the lines sort of extending past that is what I need to happen. There we go. You know what I just realized? I'm going about this all wrong. I am just full of the dumb tonight. This is totally unnecessary. Because I could literally just make a diamond shape there, make a linear pattern, and then just shift it as it goes down instead of having to draw all these lines. Oh my gosh. Because I just want this, I don't want it to fit this general shape. I don't want it to actually be, you know, to have like weird curved cutoff unless I'm like dropping the surface down a little bit, which, I mean, maybe that could work. I don't know. You know what? I want to try something. Now that I've gone through all that trouble, if I cut in on this and then put a texture on the inside, is that, no, because that wouldn't look right, would it? No, it needs to be something that's upraised, right? Right? I hope so. Yeah, we'll find out. So these are just guidelines, because what I really want to do is make a little rectangle that's like 2 by 2. Rotate that. want just a little bit of space between them. Not a lot. So if I go 5, how far do I have to get? I guess that works. Yeah. Okay. So obviously I'll have to make some adjustments for, you know, the distance apart and stuff, but this is either going to work or it won't. I'm not sure yet. Because I could just go all the way out to here, just up my quantity, and then just sit there and rotate and move each group until it's about what I want. That's what I get for making a curved handle. Before I get much farther, I just want to see what this is gonna... Is that gonna be cool or is that gonna be weird? I think maybe, just maybe, nope, that's not what I wanted. Come back. If I break the rectangular pattern or something. Something is something's not happy here. You know, we're gonna get rid of, we're just gonna get rid of this guide thing because it's just, all right. Move. Will you rotate now? You will. Sweet. Yeah, I might not even keep this. I'm not really sure about it. But we got to go through with it. We got to see what happens. We got to know. We got to know for absolutely certain if this is going to work or not. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I don't like it at all. That does not work. I think it would work if it was like this whole surface, you know, like a texture for the whole thing, but it's not working for me. And because it's curved, it's we can't make it into a sheet metal object, and we can't what about just the bottom part? What do you mean? Like only texture of the bottom part? I feel like it needs something. I just don't know what it is. So like just down here, well, I thought we were gonna pull up a mudhorn symbol for this right here, for that area. Thought that's what we were doing with that. then engrave the top. So you're still kind of on the like it having letters would be a good way to go. Barbell knurling. Okay, all right. Yeah, that's the kind of like it's kind of what I was thinking. The issue is that we're on a curve, so it's so I don't know how that would do. Because projecting, even if I could get the texture drawn out, projecting to a profile like this becomes really screwy. Transforming this to a sheet metal thing is way better. They do have a new emboss command, but I don't think it'll do exactly what I'm thinking. So like if I grab that, yeah, see their new emboss command is supposed to be able to like do this really easily instead of using projection, and it won't pick our curved surface as a draw them in by hand. You're funny. Oh, you're a funny guy. You're so funny. Hilarious even. Because like I don't think, let's see, when it comes to sheet metal, when I create flanges, okay, I'm just gonna try something because I want to see. I need to prove to myself that this doesn't work the way that I want it to. So I'm just gonna make a 40 millimeter circle, and then draw a line, and then going to offset this line by 0.5 millimeter, and then I'm going to trim that, and then I need both of those to be construction lines. Okay, so then I can go to sheet metal, go to flange, grab this, okay, let's see, thickness, no, direction, no, operation, and then what is bend override? I don't feel like that did anything. Yeah, so when I create with sheet metal, where I can flatten it out, apply a texture, and then roll it back up, it wants to make a perfect cylinder. It won't do that sweepy look that we made with our curved handle. Let's see, maybe create flat pattern. Nope, it won't pick the face of that either. Bends along selected lines, not what we want. Convert a solid body of uniform thickness to a sheet metal body. I have an idea. I don't know if this is going to work. We're going to try something. I'm going to select this. We're going to make a copy of this face, if it'll let me. Okay, apparently I can't. I just want this. Oh, I guess I have to unstitch it. Okay. Unstitch this. Okay. I want this. Nope. Okay, come on. Maybe if I mirror it. Okay. All right, so that gives us thickness on that piece. And then can't calculate body thickness. Oh, okay. It's got to be a valid sheet metal body already. So that wasn't going to work anyways. Don't do that to me, man. I can do this. We're so close. You know what? Let's set aside the texture thing for now. Let's go find the mudhorn symbol. And we'll focus on that. All right, let's get rid of all that stuff. Trace that guy. Export selection as an SVG. All right, maybe just a little bit smaller. We'll rotate this a little bit. Or does it need to be like in its original orientation, just positioned there? Because like the horse head examples and stuff were, did they follow the curve? I don't remember now. They did not. They weren't weirdly angled. It was just... Okay, one thing I did notice is that there's like an oval thing around it. So let's go just a little bit smaller on him. And I am going to tilt this just a little bit. Or not. No, I am. Because I want to go that way with it. Because then I'm going to draw an oval around this. I'm going to give it a little border. Hit OK on that. Make an ellipse. Oh, that was the radius, not the diameter. Okay. Ellipse from like here to there-ish. And like that-ish. And then we'll offset 1 millimeter. There we go. That's gonna look cool, right? Okay, this seam right here is going to be a bit of an issue. So to avoid that, I'm going to split this body in half. We're going to get rid of that half and just ignore that it exists. And oh, I need to flip that sketch. Need to mirror it because it's that way, but on this side it's the wrong way. So I need to, okay. We need to get into our sketch. Grab.
You have reached the voicemail box of Kino.
Oh, what? It won't let me grab that as the... Okay, hang on.
Just wait for the tone.
If I mirror it, it keeps the old one. So I need to mirror it, delete this one, put the other one back, and then, yeah, okay.
The person you're trying to reach is not available right now.
I don't think it'll let me do that. Let's try... Oh, that's just the vertices. What the heck, man?
Need further assistance? Enter pound now.
Okay, different plan. We're going to mirror this body that way. Oh, no, not join.
And a message after the tone.
There we go. Get rid of that one. There we go. Okay, so we'll make this one and then we'll mirror that again. We're going to have some extra bodies, but it's a quicker, dirtier way of doing it. So just going to grab this, this, and that.
Goodbye.
Start from here. Pull that out. There we go. Well, I'm glad that suits you. Okay, so it does stick up a little bit. All right. That works. And that means I need to grab that and that. This is probably not going to work. Yeah, okay, it's failed to project because I was trying to do too many things at once. Here, 0.5. Yeah, the edges are definitely going to get filleted for sure. Right now I'm trying to make sure that that this thing looks right, because it needs to be, we don't want it too deep, but we need it, you know, set out from the rest of the grip. So we do that, and then fillet both of those edges. I could probably go 0.5 on that. Nope, too far. Two five is the most it'll go. Okay. There we go. Fillet stream. Sometimes I feel like that's all I'm doing is just filleting. There we go. Now it's mirrored. Wait. That's not mirrored how I wanted it to be. Damn it. I didn't even have to do that. That whole like mirror move. Damn it. Because on this side, it's always going to be weird and reversed unless I make another sketch. Balls. But I did do that because of the weird seam there. So I did do that with purpose. I've just got to get... Okay, so that one's the one we want. Don't want this one. So I need to copy the sketch, mirror the mudhorn part, or I guess I could just like mirror the SVG and re-import the SVG. Just need to get the scaling right. So we'll open this up while we also make a new sketch. Insert my SVG. So I can get it about the same size and just an opposite orientation. That looks right about the same size. And I can use the oval from the past sketch, so that should work out okay. So we'll grab the oval first. And this and that. Is that the right one? Did I grab the right one? I did. Cool. Flipping it gets weird because when you mirror something, you have to keep the old thing that's mirrored. So it would have been like a lot of like moving around and stuff, and it was just easier to flip it in Illustrator. There we go. My picture is off. I'm not sure what you mean by picture is off. Well, yeah, because of the way I have to rotate it, like if I mirror along this line here, then it's going to look like he's looking the other way on the back side of the gun, and then on the front side of the gun, he's leaning down that way. But they're like, I could rotate it a little bit, I guess, so that his nose points more down that way. Except it won't let me, because that's just how life goes. It's locked. For some reason, whenever I put in an SVG, once it's in there, it's in there. Well, if they face the same direction, then the image is mirrored, and then it's like a reversed thing. And I guess I'm trying to decide which one looks better, whether it looks better reversed or not reversed. Because this is like maintaining the Mudhorn symbol, not reversed, just rotated. The other option being this, where it is looking down, but it's reversed, so it's mirrored. Maybe mirrored looks better. Leave it on just one side and just not even put it on the back side. I mean, that's an option. Doesn't need to be completely symmetrical. Do you know who you're talking to? Oh man, yeah. I probably focus way too heavily on trying to make things symmetrical all the time. But I'm gonna agree with you, because this is just for fun. Just because I want to do it, so we're just gonna go with it. All right, so I do feel like something needs to go here, even if it's just like an engraving. Oh, hang on one second. Put it on top. Oh, like right there? Interesting suggestion. Not sure. But I do like where your head's at as far as like putting something on top of there instead of focusing so much on the profile. Maybe we need something that breaks across both sides a little bit more. I'm gonna try something. I just want to see. Oh, I forgot one thing. There we go. Okay, it doesn't want to do that. Just a big old squiggle. Yeah, it might get a little too weird if we go a little too far with it. We could find another flourish like one of these and just put another flourish along there, and that might be something. Because we used this one before. So we could use something else that's like similar. Nothing too complex though. That one's kind of neat, but also incredibly similar to that, isn't it? Yeah, pretty much. A down swoopy. You guys have such descriptive ways of of naming these flourishes. This one's a little bit different. That one's a little bit different. You know, it's not quite like this. It's just different enough. I'm gonna grab this. A Western style version of the Jedi logo. Oh man. Yeah, but we already have the Mudhorn in there. Like, you know, is too much symbology like a bad thing? Because flourishes don't really have like you know, they're not symbolic of anything. They're just decorative. But the Mudhorn, that's a symbol. The Jedi logo thing, that's a symbol. I feel like if there's another symbol up here, yeah, it might get too busy. So something textural, I think is the better way to go. You know, in a lot of these examples, it's all just this very textural, very kind of flowery plant, you know, organic looking engraving, and we associate that with like that, you know, the Western flair. Of course, eagle. So I'm really feeling it has to be something along these lines, something floral or decorative in that way. I want to try one of these. I want to see kind of where this goes. Jedi symbol has wings, so about a florally wingy thing. That could be interesting. Some kind of wing. Yeah. Like they could be literal wings, but then maybe that's a little bit too on the nose. But yeah, like a florally wingy thing. I was just now kind of like trying to think through what that looks like. Might be thinking into this a little too much. Probably just need to simplify. Just go with what's let's keep it simple. I'm gonna try this. Man, you guys are like really into trying to push this towards like a Mandalorian kind of thing, aren't you? Like a Mandalorian Western lightsaber pistol-y looking. Man, I don't even know what we're doing anymore. Okay, I need that angled plane again. Muted. Weird. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. Have you tried turning it on and off again? I just realized in most of the other stuff I engraved inward, and for some reason on this one I pushed outward, but I'm kind of digging it. I'm not sure why it made them separate bodies. That's kind of weird. Oh, maybe it was my feature. Did I have it on new body? I did have it on new body. We're gonna join. Or no, I need new body because I'm gonna mirror it. Duh. So that's kind of interesting as a texture instead of an engraving. I don't know. I'm kind of digging it. All right, that should be all of it. There we go. Now all that's joined in. I'm not 100% on the hammer. I think that's almost too pistol-like. I want this to be the activator switch, but I'm kind of feeling like maybe I should get inspiration from some of the other switches on the other lightsaber designs to make it a little bit more Star Warsy, and get rid of the really obvious hammer look to it, because this by itself still kind of looks pistol-y, but when I add in that, then it's like, oh yeah, that's a gun, right? Oh, you know what would make sense? Where is... oh, there it is. All right. Good night, Thirster. We'll see you next time. Okay, that's pretty cool. All right, I feel like we're getting close. I feel like if I can get this this button worked out, then I think we'll be at the end of this one. So I'm gonna move stuff that we've already worked on. Move to group, move to group. There we go. That group. There we go. Yep, that's what I wanted to do. That way I can just turn it on and off really easily. Okay. So I'm just going to focus on the button and go from there. So the button style that I was thinking about was something similar to... where are you at? think it was in duty and resolve. Was what I was thinking of. Yeah, this thing here, where it's got a little guard on each side, and it's like a rocker switch looking thing. I like that design. I think it could be fitting with something like this. And then I do feel like we need another button on the underside. So I'm gonna go with this first. I want to work out a button there. Let's go with 10, or well, 12. There we go. And then we'll do an offset. And then we'll do another offset. There we go. You can hear again. Oh, that's good. Well, it is on Facebook and YouTube if you want to try either of those, Tim. To see if like the bandwidth is better on either of those, or if it doesn't screw up as much for you, because I know Twitch sometimes is just kind of weird. All right, so I want to make a bezel. Oh, okay. All right, let's see. Let's go 5. Let's fillet this. There we go. Little button on the underside there. Why did this go all not steel? That's weird. Okay. Now for this top button up here. I need a plane right there so that I can sketch right on it, because I want something similar to this. Not exactly that, but maybe something similar-ish. So it looks like a, you know, like some kind of guard thing. So I'm gonna go all the way out to here, I think. Go straight up. And then the back of it is right there. So yeah, that's where I want it to end right there. And about the same length-ish, I think. Do I want it to... Or no, I need to start shorter? No. Yeah, it like dips in the middle, right? And then I think I can... Well, unless I go like this. Is that weird? That's gonna be weird, isn't it? Like it's too tall, maybe? How tall was the hammer thing? Oh, the hammer thing was way taller. It needs to be more rounded. That's what it is. Like I need something like right there. Like that? No. It just makes things... I think it's the shape of it that's getting me. I think what I need to do is get rid of that, and then we're gonna use these as construction lines. And I'm gonna go like lower with that one. Okay, I know it's kind of a mess at the moment, but if I lock this in straight and I lock that in straight, have to lock that in straight. It's almost what I want. It's just not quite there. Like it's almost, and then it just isn't. Okay, let's go like, All right, so halfway up. Oh, that might be it. Just have to turn these back on. Okay, we're gonna try this. I want to see how this goes. I see in the context of the rest of it, this actually looks kind of cool. Because it still almost gives that appearance of like some kind of, you know, hammer kind of thing, but without it. Oh, Mario, you're here. Oh, my phone turned off, so I didn't see the comment. Oh. Yeah, we got through a good amount of it. Added some additional scroll work decorative thingies, but this time extruded them instead of inscribing them. Kind of like the idea of a more 3D texture on that. And the other guys convinced me to put a mud horn on it, because a lot of the other Western pistols had like a horse, or an eagle, you know, like some kind of animal on it, and so mud horn was, you know, kind of a thing, especially with the Mandalorian series. Though that probably means that people are going to look at this and go, "Oh, it's like Mandalorian pistol," because that's immediately people are going to look at that and go, "Oh, Mandalorian." But that's okay, because Mandalorian feels very Western, so I think I'm okay with that. I was replacing the hammer with a guarded switch. I feel like a guarded switch is gonna look better. I think I need to go a little bit wider with it. So I'm gonna go. Well, this is weird. It's not like I can see your comments on. Oh, there it is. Okay, I guess I just had to refresh it. Never mind. Okay. We're going to move this one out. Maybe another 2 millimeters. So then when we mirror it, it's out there. Gives ourselves a little bit wider area there. I could lower this end just a little bit in the sketch to give it a slightly lower profile. But then we wouldn't have a symmetrical switch on the inside. So might keep that the way it is. I want to see what this does. Does this do what I want? It does. How perfect. There we go. Yeah, I also got this area broken up into some individual pieces, so that so it could be treated as a different material a little bit easier, and also for 3D printing assembly, you know, being able to print those pieces separately. So, well, if it's a guarded switch, then it needs to be taller than the actual switch part, right? But we could move these down like maybe a little bit. Like maybe move them down a couple millimeters just to lower that profile a little bit. You know? I feel like I need to elongate them a little bit to come out to this vertex here, because you've got that little flat area right there, because that's where our switch is going to live. So I feel like I need to take them out to that at the very least. So yeah, crate dragon as well. So I was looking at for activation switch, I was looking at the Duty Resolve saber because it also kind of has this rustic look to it, and I really like this rocker switch looking thing. So I'm kind of doing that, but I'm not doing the same exact one. Just kind of setting up a guard on each side, and then going from there. I think what I could do here, let's see, will it let me, okay, it'll let me do that. And then maybe this comes down a little bit more. So it like slopes a little bit. Ah, I broke it. There we go. Something slightly, you know, more low profile. It's almost there. Feel like I need just a little bit more of a hump in there. A little bit more of a dip right there in the middle. Yeah, Mario's on Facebook right now. But you guys should be able to see the, like, all the chats coming through on the screen. All right, so now that that's past that little flat part, now I should be able to make a switch that fits between these. So I'm gonna go all the way to the end here. We're gonna go to just before the mirror because I want to fill it, because why not? and then do all that stuff. There we go. There. Now it doesn't interrupt the flow too much. I feel like I want to change this part of the curve though. Just make it a little bit more rounded, you know, match a little bit better. All right, let's see how that looks now. Looks good there. There we go. I like that better than where it was. So, all right, go ahead and combine that together. Now let's make a button. Get rid of those parts. So for this button, oh, I didn't even think about this little weird transition there. Doesn't look very good, does it? Maybe I can fill that out. We're gonna find out. Ha! It worked. Oh, okay. So I can go all the way to 0.95, but not all the way to 1. Okay. That's fine. maybe I can increase the size or something. Let me see. Restream chat. Properties. There we go. Well, it should be a little bit bigger now. I could probably go a little bit bigger even. Let's go back to properties. 250. And get that to fill in right there. Okay. The chat should be a lot bigger now when it starts doing the thing. Need 140 point font. All right, let's see. We need... Okay. I'm going to go with... Garamond, get out. Just get out. All right, there's our plane. We don't need it there. We need to draw right here. Okay, so we're going to change our visual style so that I can see where that cut is right there. We might have to, you know what, we might have to go taller with this again in order for it to even really be like a switch. Because it needs to be like at least like this, and that's not even a 1/4 inch tall. So if I wanted it a 1/2 inch tall, like 1/2 inch, that's really small. Then it'd be up to there. I could go 10 millimeters just to like save a little bit, but I want to go, let's see, we'll go 10 degrees. So if I want to grab this, and we go symmetrical. So that's about 14 millimeters wide. That's not bad. And then I can just grab fillet, fillet, fillet. Round that off first. And then grab that side and bring that in. And then I just need to go back to, let's see if I delete that. There we go. Just push this back up so it just covers it. What if the switch was a slider that looked like the back end of a bullet? Comic Sans or Papyrus, get out. Just get out. A slider that looked like the back end of a bullet. Huh. I mean, the back end of a bullet is just a cylinder. We do need some sci-fi elements in this, and we've been pretty like we've been pretty scant on these sci-fi elements. So I am kind of like avoiding too much Western, like on purpose. I think too many references is just going to overdo it. That's just my opinion. One thing I can say is that this button needs to be angled. Yeah. Okay, I think we need to do one more thing here. I think I need to get rid of that, and then I need to grab this and just cut through, I feel like, but not cut into that. Maybe I need to be before the fillet on that. Yeah, okay. Idea. Let's get rid of the fillet. I can always redo the fillet. Because what I really need is I need this to go this way. And just not cut that. Yeah, because I really need like that to be flat right there. And then both of these. Go down a little bit more. So it all blends a little bit nicer. And then when the button's back in, it is sitting at a weird angle, but the space in there is what we want it to be. So let's see if maybe I can draft this plane. I want my pull direction to be, I think this one, and then this. Yeah, there we go. What did I do? 10? Wow, that didn't work at all. I'm not sure what that original cut is there, but it is making things a little bit more difficult, I feel like. A hologram of a bullet end. Do you just come in here to troll me, Mario? I feel like you just come in here to troll me. Okay, easiest solution is to just make this drop in farther. So even though it sits higher on one side, it still works.
So that they're aware of what they're doing and they're making conscious choices.
I didn't like that. Okay, come on. Whoa. What is going on with these?
I don't have a lot of patience for people who feel like they're downloading from the cosmos. You know, just like, that's how it came out. Okay, great. Now let's make it better. But, you know, just writing from a place of understanding rather than from a place of fear. Where you're just grateful for any idea that comes along. And you don't want to change it because you don't know how.
Okay, so that worked. Is this because I grabbed that extra piece? I guess it is. Oh, that would be super cool. I want to get the Tron one ready for printing. It's such a complicated build with the elements that I created in it, and I have to go back and like fix it because I made way too many glowing parts that if you try to fit it together, it just wouldn't work. Okay, so that's kind of a weird thing going on. Let's grab both of these. I want to go like just set back a little bit. Why is that side? Oh, I know. There. Now it looks symmetrical at least. Okay. I think I can fix this now. This to this and this. Join that. Fillet this and this 0.95. No? You won't do it? What the hell? Oh, it's 8.5 now. Okay. Because it's got that extra little hump there, I guess. 0.55 is fine. As long as it doesn't have that weirdness going on. May the 4th stream be with you. Haha. Because it's part 4. I get it. Alright. This button we're going to make a permanent part of our structure because if somebody were building this one, they would want to use that button to actually activate some electronics. That one right there. So that's a button. That's a button. I feel like that looks kind of Star Wars-y. There we go. I think that does it. I think that is the end of the Western lightsaber. This is part 3? Wait. Is it? Oh, I guess it is part 3. All right. Time for some renders. I think we have just enough time that we can do some renders of this bad boy. And maybe also play around with, like, you know, getting this end hollow. Because that's one thing we haven't done yet is make that hollow through there. We need one of our first sketches. Not you. Was it you? I feel like it was that one. That one. There it is. Okay. Now we just need... We're going to go and edit this. And I just want to make another circle. But this time, it's going to be like 29. Because that's generally the size that the internals are for most of these sabers. Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah. If it was cast in something that could glow, and then you, yeah, paint the details that you don't want to glow, then it would just glow from the inside. That's fair. That would work. So yeah, so you'd want just like a solid model to print out, and then and be able to mold and cast that. So yeah, that totally makes sense. All right, here we go. Now we've got that smaller circle. So should be able to sweep this on this path. Did I move it or something? What's going on here? Okay, what we're gonna do is we're going to make a new body. And I'm gonna shorten it up, because then I need to move this so that it matches up with that. There we go. Then we have, this is the target. This is the tool. Cut that. So now that looks like that. Although, stupid me, forgot to give this a little bit of area that way so it could cut that out. There we go. There it is. Nice and hollow. Then pommel A and pommel B, I should be able to do the same thing. Let's do a combine. Keep that time. And then make that target and not keep it that time. So that way it deletes out. There we go. So then we can come in here to the bottom and we can make some vent holes here. I'm gonna try and find the middle of our ellipse. I think it's here. So that should be where it's like the area that we can work in. So can't really do a whole lot with this, but maybe I can do like some half circles or something. We'll go 23, offset that. And then we'll offset that way. And we'll offset this way. Totes forgot about the vents. You know, I've been trying to learn more about the electronics side of doing lightsabers. I don't think it's as tricky as I would believe. So part of me wants to try it, because setting up the LEDs and stuff is actually not as bad as I thought it would be. There we go. Couple little half circle vents right there at the bottom. Right up into there. And that goes down into there. Okay, so we've got that hollowed out. Now, where it matches up to from here to here, what does that look like again? Oh, right. Okay, so it's like it's supposed to have something to spin on there. So we need, let's make a sketch on top of this because I feel like that's going to be easier, because what I want to happen oh yeah, I mean, having like the full kit kind of thing, I totally get why that would be intimidating, because it's you know, they sell like pre-made kits and stuff, but it's still there's so much to it, and like, you know, there's this guy that did a modular 3D file that's like a open source chassis, so you can get your power cell and your LED thing and your sound module and like all that stuff on one 3D printed chassis that you just slide right in. But of course the Tron Saber is square, not round, so that makes things a little bit more difficult. But 3D printing a chassis that can fit into it, into that square space with like slots and holders for a particular soundboard and a particular power cell and a particular LED, it would work. The trouble is the making all the internals glow. Doing the blade part, not a problem, but making all the internal parts glow, that's where things get a little hairy. Okay, I think this is gonna work. I hope this is gonna work. Okay, because what I need is all this, right? And this and this. Because it's, yeah, it's all the way through there. Okay. Okay, so not that yet, but this part. I need that. Oh, I know what I need. Okay. So this circle is 38. Okay. Back to this sketch. We'll go out to 38. Finish. Just use a mallet. All 53 jagged pieces. Okay. Gonna go 2 millimeters thick on that, or 1.5, 1.5. And then I need to grab this, go to that object. So it's all nice and flush. So this is gonna get weird because of the way that this has to fit together. We can be mostly hollow, but like if you were actually going to do something with this, you'd have to work from like this end to be able to get stuff up into there, and that's gonna be tough because the switch area needs to spin and rotate, and so we need something that joins those two together. So we're gonna turn off all that stuff. Because basically we need this over there as well. Or at least it needs to go together. The engineering is kind of getting me for a second. Because to be able to install electronics, man, this one's gonna be super tough because of such a limited space that you have to get in there. Um, and because the blade sits all the way back onto that, you can't really go up into there any farther. So these two pieces have to attach to each other, while the switch part is independent of the two pieces. Right. A pre-printed blank saber. I have not priced that out yet. I need to, because I'm trying to get stuff up onto Etsy, and I want to offer the 3D printed kits. I need to research better and figure out what other people are charging, and then figure out material cost and time and stuff. So I'm getting it figured out. I'm just not. I don't know yet. Okay, I want this. Okay, we need this. Like, it's going to be like halfway to the emitter-ish. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, you know what? That's fine. There we go. Yeah, because this is what that has to look like in order to, and then I'm going to make one basically the same on the emitter side for it to all fit together. Oh man. Oh, actually, you know what I could do? I could take this down, right? So we have just like 10 millimeters instead. I need this and this to go to join that way, and then I could make it hollow, you know, that's a thing that could happen. Because this doesn't have to be super thick. It could be another 1.5 millimeter thick thing, right? So now that is like that. Now I feel like it needs pieces, you know, in four places, because just being attached to the top and bottom seems kind of weak. I'm not very confident in it. Let's not mess with that one. Let's go to this. Getting very close. Rectangle, center, and it was 4 this way. Just needs to be long enough to go like that. Oh, I made it 6 on that one, not 4. Maybe I can make that one 4 just because. Because if I've got more of them, then it can be smaller, right? Yeah. I just need to get rid of that. Obviously, that's going to be a weak point. It'd probably be stronger if I made this thicker. Or just closed it up completely. And then the only opening was this tiny little opening there, which isn't really much of anything. But maybe I should consider, you know, pushing that out another millimeter. Yeah, I guess it just doesn't seem like it's necessary to have these openings here if you really can't do anything with it. So maybe I just need to close all that up, you know. I don't know. Maybe it's not as weak of a point as I would think it is. Apparently it'll let me just pull these out all willy-nilly. Ah, no, not fill it. I think just having them thicker is going to make me feel better, so I'm going to do that. Man, press pull comes in handy. No, not that. This. There we go. I'm just going to make it extra beefy right there. Okay, so that means that the emitter also needs a rod about that size and stuff, so this becomes weird for the LED part, but we'll see what we can do with it. Oh, I know what I need to do. Dang it. Edit sketch. I need to offset again. Or well, no, not yet. Not until I extrude this out. Okay, so that's just barely long enough. That's pretty much precisely where that is. So we're going to call that good. Get rid of that for the moment. Then we need to come in here, offset this. So then that's like that. And then I just gotta cut through that way. Because we need this to be hollow and also fit inside the switch part. And then the handle part, I think all that stuff needs to be moved. By about 1 millimeter. That seems right. Because the barrel part, yeah, I mean, it's to make it light up would be a pain in the butt, just because this part is able to rotate. It's just taking a lot of extra engineering to make that happen. Okay, so we need handle. We don't want switch. Okay, so this is where things get interesting, because I need to know this distance or something very close to it. So basically 1 millimeter. All right, so if this comes out 1 more millimeter, then it needs some way of those two pieces joining together. And that's probably going to end up being like this. And then offset that again. Getting smaller and smaller, because theoretically only wires need to go through this part, so it can be smaller. And this can come out. Where's handle? Handle. There we go. Okay, and not to that. Join that to that. Okay. So this ends up being 14.6. And then this is not 14.6. So this needs to be 14.75. Which makes the walls on this one 1.4 millimeters, and that's good enough. Like, okay, so then that means, yeah, so then that means the emitter pushes into there, and then we just need we need a way for things to stay aligned when you put them together. So then the switch is the only part that is free spinning with the whole magnets thing. So that means that there needs to be some kind of internal like key slot kind of thing. So like basically from here it just needs to be we'll go side to side on it. So that's 14.6, right? So 15.6 would be a half a millimeter each. So then it'd have to be 16.6 for it to be 1 millimeter a piece. Can't really do that, so we're gonna go there. Grab this. So then there's that, right? So then on the handle part, like that. So now it's like a little key, I guess. Now I just need to press pull a tiny bit in each direction so that it fits without sanding. Probably not that much. Let's go. There we go. Okay. So then when the emitter's plugged into that, then we have that little key thing that fits right in there. And that attaches to that. All right, cool. So all right. Now I could keep it regular steel, but I'm kind of feeling like I want to. Oh, comments. No, man. Hey, labeling your stuff is it's more than what I do. Like I should probably label my stuff more often. All right, so there was a let's see, rough steel. All right, come on. That's not right. Let's get rid of that. Unassign. Okay. Let's find, I think it was it rough lead? I think it might have been rough lead. The rough lead had kind of a cool weathered look to it. And then of course we could fill in some other kind of metallic details, like maybe come up with an alternate color or something for one of these parts. Maybe come in here and let's see. Maybe powder coat that. Is that too much contrast? That might be too much contrast. Did we run out of music? What happened? Nope. Okay. In a lot of the other examples, there hasn't been. Oh, you know what we could do? Here's what might make sense, especially with something like this. What does that one look like again? Oh, that one's like really rough. That one's like a darker steel, and it's all messed up, all weathered out. Maybe that's what I need. Yeah, see all that weathering on there now? Yeah. That's what I was hoping for the first time. But no, I was gonna say like a brass color is sometimes seen in these lightsabers and stuff. So I'm kind of thinking if I go with old brass on this part, maybe even just select all those faces right there. There we go. All right. Let's see, maybe even a brass button. Yeah, maybe a brass trigger button there. Or I guess a lot of those have been like a black color, so could go with a darker steel on that part, you know. And then this needs something for sure. What could we do with that? We could go. Let's see what we've got in. Granite. Kind of neat sounding. It's not a really good... Oh, that's terrible. What is wrong with this? See, the image doesn't look bad, but I think the scaling on it is just awful. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Dang it. Scaling. Oh, here we go. There it is. Scaling was all wonky. Not sure about a stone button. That just seems weird, doesn't it? No. I think, let's see. Let's go. Get rid of that. Let's go back to this dark steel. Just so that there's some contrast without it like being super, super obvious. There we go. Come on, get on there. There it is. Yeah. I think this might work. I don't want too much brass in this. I think we just want the one, you know, sort of accent there. I am thinking maybe something darker there too. Because there's also bronze. Bronze is kind of cool. Kind of a cool color. And then, let's see. Cast iron. Black oxide. I don't think they have... Yeah, so they don't have a steel that's like a blued steel, which would be ideal, honestly. Let's check that out. Bronze is too much. I'm not liking the bronze. That's not working for me. Let's go back to the darker steel that's just like slightly not that. Okay. And I think for the rendering, I'm gonna want to like rotate this whole thing so it kind of lays down. Otherwise, I feel like I have to like make a stand for it or something, because the way it reflects is kind of weird. I think it'd be easier if the ground plane was, you know, there instead. I think we need to adjust our... I think the multicolored crystals thing was kind of cool at first, but I'm almost thinking that I need to like settle on a color, you know, for those crystals. Cyan. It's always cyan. Always cyan. I think yellow is kind of a cool color for this lightsaber in particular. I think it kind of fits the aesthetic. So I'm really tempted to do yellow crystals. Orange. Orange could work too. We could try out orange as like an alternative. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll try yellow and orange and see which one comes out better. But for the moment, we're gonna see if we can grab everything to move it or rotate it so it lays down. So we're gonna put everything in one group. There we go. So now I can just grab this, go to move, rotate on this axis. Ah, yes, saving would be would be a good idea. In a wet environment to see steam like smoke from a barrel coming off the front end of the emitter. That would be really cool. I don't know that Fusion can do things like that, but we do have some environments we can play with. And I think one of the environments we have is like kind of a deserty looking environment. So yeah, see, I like this kind of orientation for the piece. As far as like, you know, doing some renders where it's reflected on the ground there. Okay, so if I open up my environment library, I should have... Okay, we'll download that one. Okay, that'll work. I should be able to see it. Oh, background, environment. There we go. No reflection. Kind of loses some of the glow with what's going on there. I might have to either brighten it or give it a more white, kind of a white core. Right, save. Forgot to save. But the environment's kind of cool. Like if it wasn't ignited, if we take out the crystals and the blade. Change the direction of the sun. Yeah, like you don't get a really good like a really good sight of it with it just kind of laying on the ground like that. It looks more natural this way, but it is harder to see like the individual details and stuff. And if I go where you can see it, then you end up like now you're just looking at the cracked up ground, which maybe that's kind of cool. I don't know. Let's change the direction of our sun here. Nope, we definitely need a ground plane. So I flatten ground. Nothing? Okay. Yeah. This is kind of neat. I'm gonna darken it just a little bit. Take out some of that super bright. I think I want to move the sun a little bit more. I want to go that way. I think I like that position of the light better for sure. Ah, it is 1220. All right, let's do a render on this. Get a render out of that. Okay, I feel like we need a blade color that's gonna like really show off what this thing is. That's not it. We need a dark environment. We need a dark environment to make that work, and dry lake bed is not gonna cut it. What's crossroads? Oh, it's literally a road. Okay. That's funny. There's no like nighttime ones. That kind of sucks. The dry lake bed is cool, but apparently I can make my own custom environments as well. So, but I think I have to have like a panoramic picture or something. But holy cow, that is a cool render. Wow. Hang on, I want to open that up like big. So it kind of took away a lot of my weathering. The wood looks amazing. The steel doesn't look very weathered anymore. I think maybe that's because of the brightness of the image. So I'm going to go back to the photo booth and get our reflection on. And then we want to make this a little darker. And then maybe we can turn all this back on. You know what? Even though it's awkward, let's go back to where it was kind of standing up. Because it's really only awkward because of the reflection. So maybe Maybe we just need to take the reflection out. Oh, I know what it is. Maybe it's because it's like facing sideways. Like maybe if we rotate it where the blade is going up and down, maybe that'll be a much better like arrangement. So I'm gonna try that. Yeah, for some reason that makes more sense. I don't know why. It just does. I'm going to center it. Go a little bit closer. I forgot to turn the other crystals on. Darn it. All right. We'll just do two more renders and then you know, that is totally doable. I can copy and render two of them, because yeah, that's an amazing idea, and I'm gonna do it. I have to wait for this render to finish, and then I gotta render it with the other glowy crystals being all turned on and stuff, and then oh my gosh, Tim. you and the Mando stuff. Like we will do Mando stuff, okay? We will do Mando stuff, I promise. All right, I'm going to render this one. Oh man. I wonder if it'll continue rendering if I go back into design and stuff. All right, let's see. We need to mirror all these things. But which way should they cross? Should they cross like with the curves out or cross with the curves in? I kind of like crossing with the curves out. What do we say? 30? 25? 45 is a little too far. Let's try 25. That would be pretty cool to make a leather cross hilt something or other. Do a quick render. Wow, lots of yellow spill everywhere. That's kind of cool. Just need to adjust the Just gonna scoot that over just a little bit. All right, let's render that one. We'll get to it. I might have to try orange like on my own and then post that picture later, because it is getting late and I do have to do stuff tomorrow. So got to make it to the post office and a bunch of other stuff before I go to work at the university. So gotta be an adult, you know. But I will at least see this through on the renders that we have going. Oh, that's so fucking cool. Gonna have to bleep that later. That just kind of came out. So this rough texture, it didn't really come through very well. I'm gonna have to see if I can like increase the contrast on it or something. I mean, I like it. I think it looks fine, you know, with the with the renders that we're getting. But if I can make them look a little bit more weathered, I think it'd be really cool. But I think for what they are, it works. That's going to take a minute, I am betting. So I also decided to experiment tonight, and as you know, I'm broadcasting to Twitch and YouTube and Facebook, but I also set my computer to record, and because apparently I can record specific audio and leave other stuff out. So if this worked, then my recording shouldn't include any of the music. So if I wanted to make like highlight videos and stuff, then it's only my voice track, and then I can like see certain points in the video a lot clearer, and know like when I'm talking, and try to find those highlights to make some content out of it. Even though the music is totally safe for Twitch and YouTube, this might make the editing process a lot easier for like reusable content. Oh yeah, if I wanted to keep like my voice audio as part of doing a TikTok, and just like grab my my face frame out of this recording, and instead of having to like re-record voiceover and stuff, doing a really quick highlight video with my actual clips of modeling and what I'm saying could also, yeah, it could work. Though so far the whole style of me sort of doing the time lapse with the voiceover is working pretty well. But I did want to experiment with doing more of the like little clips, like 5 seconds of this and 5 seconds of that, I did that with the Darth Maul one, but I still did a voiceover. But I did little 5-second clips of the process instead of a time lapse. And there wasn't a lot of difference in the editing time for that. It was just sort of like scrubbing until I found like, okay, I want to feature this particular action, and then kind of went on from there. I'm still kind of figuring out like what I want to do with TikTok as far as like the more consistent content, because I could go multiple directions with it. I could continue doing time lapses, or I could keep pulling small clips. I could do narration, or I could start pulling my actual audio from the streams with my explanations and stuff. Though with narration, I get a lot more control over how long an explanation is. And with TikTok being such a short form media, it might still be a good idea for me to do narration type stuff for that. But for like YouTube, you know, highlight videos for YouTube, if I could make a 10-minute video based on the 9 hours that we spent on this, then, you know, that'd be awesome. And that would be much better YouTube content than just sort of leaving the full videos out there, you know, because I don't think people are going to sit there and watch for hours and hours if there's no interaction for them, you know. Pairing up with that other guy. Wow. Not sure what you mean. Oh man, look at that. Oh, that's so cool. Good suggestion, Mario. That is super cool. All right. Gonna go back to our design so we can eliminate the mirror. We don't need that many bodies hanging out. Go back to our original orientation. Save. I'm going to upload these pictures probably tomorrow. I don't want to upload them tonight, and you know, I'll upload them tomorrow when I know people are online and actually like potentially looking at stuff. So thank you for joining me. As oh right, the TikTok with the Star Wars Western music, that is the audio I'm going to use. I'm hoping that maybe brings something into it. So we'll see. We'll see if that expands the fan base or not. That was part of the point of doing this. But depending on how far I get on other projects, next week will probably be either Season 7 Darth Maul or what was the other one that I had? Come on, where is it? Because the Season 7 Darth Maul was the Dark Disciple lightsaber combined with his own. Oh, and then somebody wanted me to look at the Maris Brood Shoto sabers, Ventress sabers, but everybody's done those, so I'm not sure I'm going to do that. The Ahsoka sabers, everybody's done that. So yeah, I've gotten a lot of requests on TikTok. I don't know how many of them I'm going to do because I don't want to do something that's been hashed a million times, but we'll see. All right. Good night, guys. We are going to get out of here. We'll be back next week, 9 p.m. Monday. See you then.